Some of the required reading as a client of O'Keefe Stevens Advisory is this book, Simple Wealth, Inevitable Wealth by Nick Murray. Nick Murray was a 40-year career financial advisor who retired to coaching, speaking, and writing extensively for the financial advisor community. Now, of the couple 100,000 different financial advisors in the world today, Nick probably has an audience of 3,000 to 3,500 advisors who live and follow his philosophy that he espouses for retirement planning. Here at O'Keefe Stevens Advisory, we follow this philosophy, which is why we send this book, Simple Wealth, Inevitable Wealth, out to everyone who comes on board as a client of the firm. And this book talks to the two big risks that retirement investors face today: inflation and longevity. Inflation is the persistent and unending rising cost of living that all of us have experienced throughout our entire lives. And this doesn't stop when you get to retirement. Every year that you're here on Earth, it gets a little bit more expensive to buy the goods and services that you need to live your life comfortably. You need to have a retirement plan that accommodates that rising cost of living, and the best way to do that is to create an income stream that rises at a rate that exceeds inflation. Now, the second big risk that Nick Murray discusses in this book is longevity. The idea that none of us know when that last day on Earth will be. And it has been getting longer and longer. Lifespans have been getting longer and longer in this country and around the world for the last several decades. This too is not going to change. Just the other day, I had a discussion with someone who estimated that his lifespan would be 125 years. Now, he thought I was going to fall out of my chair when he told me this, but I was unfazed by that piece of information. Because if you look back 50 years from today, and you look at what life expectancy was, and you look at what medical treatments existed in the world at that time, it wasn't impossible what's happening today. It was completely incomprehensible that we would be able to extend life and provide quality care for people well into their 90s and even into their 100th year. In the next 50 years, that same phenomenon is going to happen, and it is incomprehensible today what will be possible and what life expectancy will be in 50 years. So if you're in your 50s or in your early 60s or even 70s and you're planning for the money that you've saved to last you for the rest of your life, you really need a plan that addresses these two main issues: inflation, the rising cost of living, and longevity, the fact that you're probably going to be here for a really long period of time. The other item that this book discusses is my role as a financial advisor. And instead of picking stocks and telling you how much money you can take from your IRA, those are the basic requirements of a financial advisor. This book really focuses on an element of financial planning that I think far too few advisors take into consideration, and that's behavioral coaching. When we comprise all of the different factors of the things that a financial advisor can do to contribute to your long-term success, all of the other factors are smaller than behavioral coaching. And what I'm saying is that your behavior is the dominant factor in your success as a retirement investor. So this book outlines the 8 great mistakes that retirement investors make. And our team has taken this very seriously, and we've crafted our planning exercise to help mitigate those mistakes from happening to our clients. So when you book a discovery call with our team, we'll provide you with a copy of Simple Wealth, Inevitable Wealth at the end of that call so that you can understand our approach and get comfortable with the ideas that are shared in this book, because they're highly consistent with the philosophy and the approach to retirement planning and investing that we take here at O'Keefe Stevens Advisory.